Good morning guys and welcome back to my channel. So we are in the car. Say hey.
Hey.
Hey. Do you know, I actually get really offended. Everyone seems so much happier whenever you're in a vlog.
No they don't.
But we are just off on another round of house viewings, which is super exciting. So we're currently on our way to the first one, which is about 35 minutes from where we live. So it's, I don't know, would you go as far as to say that's like relocating?
Yeah, it is relocating if we moved here.
Yeah, so it's a new country. No, okay, I'm not gonna say too much about what it is, where it is, but we will share thoughts and stuff after, and again, if we're not thinking it's kind of the one, I will try and show you any photos or videos that I can get whilst we're there. But
can you do it whilst we're there? No, not really.
I think so, if the estate agent isn't looking. No, I think if you're getting stuff in that's not private, I mean it's marketing, isn't it?
Online,
yeah, the house is online, anyone can see it. I'm not saying the owner's name or anything, but
just keep any personal details out.
Keep any personal photographs out, etc. Yeah, so excited for that, and there's an M&S like right next to the house, which is a big pro. So we're gonna pop in there first and get a bit of brunch and stuff, and then after that house viewing we've got another one which is
back in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, it's literally less than a minute away from our house. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally like 2 to 3 minute walk, so not very much comes up near to where we live, comes up for sale, so we thought it would be useful to go and see it and see what our thoughts are, and then I'm going to try and get it in this vlog as well if I can, if it doesn't go on too long. We're going to see another house on Wednesday, which is another cottage, quite similar to what we've got now, but just bigger.
Yeah.
Like, I would say it's very comparable.
Yeah, it's actually just like a bigger version, isn't it?
Like a double fronted cottage. It's almost, and it's not even that much bigger. Is it about 500 square feet bigger? I mean, that's yeah, still quite good.
Maybe not even that.
Yeah, like 400 square feet. So definitely worth a look. Is it listed, that one?
I don't think so.
Maybe not, it doesn't say. So yeah, I will kind of show you what I can throughout the video. We, just to update you guys on kind of the selling process of our house. That's funny, I thought he was naked, did you?
Because of his coat.
Yeah, a guy just walked down the street and he was holding a coat like over his shorts and it looked like he didn't have any trousers on. I love how we were both probably on the camera like... Yeah, so to update you on where we are with our selling process, we have had our house valued, which was really good. I think we weren't really expecting too much from it, were we? Because we're not feeling like, basically I know a lot of people have different reasons for moving, and for us it's kind of like a natural moving on. It wasn't like we flipped our house and then wanted to make loads of money from it. We've actually enjoyed living in the house, and so we're not after making like a massive profit. Obviously it would be nice if we could make what we spent on it back, because sorry, the driving, I'm sorry, like
it's really bumpy.
Bumpy lumpy.
you know. Don't feel like.
Yeah, so it would be nice if we could obviously make what we spent on the cottage back, but
you can't put a price on love and memories, can you?
You actually can't. We've been there for 4 years, 4 very good years. It'll be 4.5 by the time we leave. We got married there, we got Stormy there, it was our first proper home. We've like both changed careers really, kind of. Yeah. Like you've been qualified in your job, like a lot of different things has happened. We had lockdown there.
We did.
So yeah, we've had that valued. We are happy. By the time you're watching this, the house will definitely be listed. Yeah. I feel like this video is going to be live on, what's the date today? What's the date today?
The 11th. My dad's birthday.
Oh yeah, I need to message him. Let me do that now. yeah, the 11th of Feb. I feel like this video will be live in like 2 to 3 weeks from now, because I've got quite a lot that I want to show you that I've already recorded. I've just basically been a bit slow with editing and uploading stuff because I've been so busy work-wise, which I need to do like a big update, I think, on what's happening with work and stuff to share with you guys. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we will have been on the market for 2 or 3 weeks by the time you're watching this, so who knows what may have happened.
So probably would have completed.
Probably.
We'll be in the new house.
Yeah, probably. I'll see you from the new house. Light and bright, but you could definitely nosy in on there, couldn't you? Imagine sitting and watching TV, it'd be like you're in the zoo. Yeah, so we obviously don't know what kind of position we'll be in by the time you're watching this. I actually might put a little clip in if I have any big updates kind of at the end of this one, just like editing future Toby. But yeah, well, if not, I'll let you know in the next couple of videos if we've had any updates, how viewings are going, all of that stuff. I'm quite keen to like document the whole process, which would be nice. But in kind of saying that, we know the market is quite slow right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like everyone, Mikey's a mortgage advisor, I'm an interior designer obviously, so we both know quite a lot about what's going on in the industry. And when we had the estate agents round, they kind of said that the price point our cottage is up for is a bit slower than kind of the normal, not the normal, that's quite normal right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think everything's a bit slower, but they were saying obviously it's like priced a bit higher than like a probably average property in the area, which obviously then cuts out quite a lot of the like
people
quick
who
selling people.
Yeah, I think it's because our house, obviously you guys will know it quite well hopefully, but if you're new here, our house is kind of like a 2 to 3 bedroom cottage. It's just over 1,000 square feet. It's not huge, but it's kind of at the upper price point, I guess, for the size of property it is.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it makes it a bit trickier to find the right buyer, but we're aware of that and we're kind of willing to wait and make sure we sell it to the right person who is gonna love it like we do. Okay, so it's a new day, I'm guessing. Were we wearing different outfits? Yeah.
Yes.
So it's the next day. You probably will have seen, I didn't show you much of the houses, or any of the houses, I don't think. Did I?
It's a bit awkward.
I know, it's really difficult. If it was kind of the right situation to show the house, I think I would.
Yeah.
But both estate agents yesterday were kind of with us the whole time, and there were a lot of family photos and stuff in both houses, so
I forgot how awkward I find a house viewing.
I know, it is awkward.
You feel like you need to walk around. They were both nice, but you feel like you need to walk around and be like, wow.
Do you know, one of them actually wasn't that nice. I'm not going to protect them.
Which one?
The second one.
Oh, that's quite nice.
I wouldn't. No, he.
Oh no, I don't mean the estate agents. I mean the house. Like you feel like you need to walk around and be like,
oh, really nice.
Oh, this room's really lovely.
Right. No, the house was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, which it was nice, but you just feel like you're like kind of, you don't want to sound like, which they both were.
You don't want to sound like unappreciative, or you don't want to be rude to someone's home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I find it really awkward because you've got someone there basically listening to every single thing you say, and you're wanting to like be like, we can't really have a conversation openly because you're like, oh, and also because you're like, oh, if I was going to put in an offer, I don't want you to, it's all such a game, like. Yeah,
also you want to be like, especially for us, you kind of want to be walking around and be like, okay, so what would we do with that space, where would we put this, like how would the dogs, like, you can't, well, not especially for us, everyone would do that, but it's really difficult because you don't want to like, you don't want to talk about stuff like that in front of the estate agent because you don't want it to get fed back to the owner and seem like you want to change everything. I don't know.
I just find it, I forgot how awkward I find it.
But okay, well, we'll tell you now kind of how we found them. So I obviously mentioned yesterday the first viewing we went to was in a completely different area that we've only been to a few times. Okay, what did you think? I mean, we've spoken obviously about this yesterday straight after, but
I feel like I'm on Housewives where they're like,
sat down and
so I had a conversation with this person yesterday, and you're like, we know you've spoken
We know you've chatted about it last night.
No, the first one was good.
First one was really good. Like, I'm not saying, I don't know. Maybe
we're moving.
We've found it. We've got it, guys.
But it's definitely
it's a strong contender, which I think probably didn't think it was.
Yeah, I think it's kind of one of those things where we came away and we're like, definitely would see that again.
Yeah, we want to have a second viewing.
We want to have a second date.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to wait a couple of weeks because we've got a lot on with work, and if it's I mean, I know a lot of people will be like, you didn't have it enough, but we're not in a position to actually offer and move forward right now because we need to sell ours. And even though by the time you're watching this again we will be listed and we may have sold it, that would obviously be quick, but things, touch wood, but things are moving a bit slower right now, we're told, even to get an offer, so we might be waiting a little while. But when we do, so it's so difficult, isn't it, because you don't even want to say that you like something too much because you're like, I don't want to almost
really like it. You know, almost as well when you see something a bit too quickly, like that. It was the second house we've seen.
Yeah.
So you're like, I want to see lots of other houses to make sure it's definitely that one that I like.
I know, it's so different. Okay, so to just tell you like a bit about it, I'm not gonna
sorry.
I'm not gonna go really in depth, but it was a grade 2 listed house. It had the pros were, it had a really nice utility room.
It did have a really nice utility room.
It had a really nice hall and stairs and kind of period that had been restored. It still needed work.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of work, probably
Yeah, I think it was more work than we were expecting. It would
it photographed better than it maybe was.
Yeah.
It had a lot of oak, didn't it?
It did.
Which was really nice, which had been some recently fitted, some original. And it had enough space for us to be able to put in a big dressing room. Yeah. Which is quite a big pro. We like that. And there was a coffee shop nearby, which I know I've spoken about with you guys on here, but I've got a coffee with me now. This, FYI, I know I've mentioned this on here before, but this is my Chili's coffee bottle, and I basically forgot I had it. I found it in the cupboard recently, so yeah, Mikey got it for my birthday last year, I think.
And you've only just really started using it.
I mean, I used it probably 10 times then, but when I work from home I don't have that much need. And then whenever I go out I buy a cappuccino, but it's perfect for days like this when I haven't had a coffee yet and we're going out. Which I will tell you what we're doing in a second, not that it's exciting. But yeah, that's really important to me, I think, to have things to do nearby. Obviously, like I just said, working on my own at home, it's just nice to be able to go out and socialise. So before we had the viewing, we went to the coffee shop, didn't we?
We did, we tested it.
And it was really good. One of the best coffees I've had in a while.
It was a good level of busy.
Yeah, and there were two coffee shops. And there were also some restaurants and stuff within walking distance, a train station.
Guess where it is.
Have a guess. No, don't guess. I don't want people to guess.
You're giving too much away.
Yeah, not that this is where we're moving at all, guys, but
yeah, Clifton is right.
People might not know where that is.
That's more a joke for you.
Yeah, so it had a lot of good qualities.
Yeah, it did have a lot of good qualities. It had some bad qualities.
It had some bad things, yeah.
Things that we would like.
Externally, I think it was attractive, but it would have needed quite a lot of work. The windows, even they were original sash windows.
Yeah.
It would have needed quite a bit of work and stuff. But yeah, nothing that we're not willing to do. So we were really excited by that one. And then the second one, which is just around the corner from our house, we kind of had mixed emotions about it, didn't we? Like so the entrance to the house itself was so nice. The drive up to the house was like very beautiful, like in a really quiet location.
Yeah, it was like very lined.
Yeah, very private. I think I actually put a snippet on my Instagram, so you may have seen it. But yeah, it was like stunningly beautiful.
Very nice.
So that was.
I think we went into that one thinking we would like it more than the other one.
And it was the other way around. I think it felt to me which I think is good to admit actually, too grand for us.
Yeah, it was like also grand, but then not grand enough. Almost.
Yeah, it was just to give a rundown. We're definitely not moving to this one. So
yeah,
it was a like large old. What period would you say it was? Like,
was it Victorian?
Yeah, like early Victorian building.
It was like a mansion.
Yeah, it was huge, and it had been split up into like several houses, and so it was a 4-bedroom like kind of house, not really a house but a house.
Yeah, like an apartment.
Somewhere like between an apartment and house. Yeah, and the rooms were like very grand.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Like a lot of it was really nice, but it almost, you could tell it had been split up.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like you were walking into like an amazing.
Yeah, you had like a shared entrance, which again was fine, but it was not the nicest.
I think because we're used to like cottage life as well.
Yeah,
I don't think I want anything that feels too like decorative or like. I think we know our style quite well, and whilst like I would go for a different style of house, like the one that we saw that we liked, like that was still different and it would change our style. I can't imagine like us living in that house, the second one.
The one that we are liking more, it didn't feel like a change of style really, even though the property was just quite a similar period to our house though. It just wasn't a cottage, but it didn't actually feel that far away from our current house. It was just a bit bigger.
It's like taller ceilings, bigger,
and like a different style of property.
Yeah, you know, like
didn't feel that
the kitchen.
Different. Yeah,
we will fully redo whichever kitchen whichever house we move into. Like unless we obviously found something that had like the dream kitchen, I don't think that would be likely.
Yeah.
But the space for the kitchen was really good, wasn't it? And it
really nice.
It wasn't massive.
No.
Which I like. Like I know a lot of people will probably think like with this move. Well, I mentioned this in my kitchen vlog actually, but I did recently with the tour. I don't want something or need something really big. Like we love our kitchen.
Yeah.
And it's how big? Like 2 meters by.
Yeah, our kitchen's an awkward size because it's like an L shape.
It's got an awkward cut in it.
A good size, but I mean, I would like something a bit bigger than that.
It's not huge, and I think it's shown us that with a good design, you can actually definitely.
For us.
Yeah, and I mean this kitchen was a lot bigger. It was probably like 3
our
times
kitchen
the size.
was also an awkward space to design, whereas that space it was like a rectangular room. Like
like a normal.
It had a lot more of a easy design. I'd still want it designed probably to get something cool, but
we'd speak to like a kitchen specialist. But yeah, there's a lot of potential there. We're going to book in to see a few more houses, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Like we're definitely not like set on anything, and whilst we haven't sold ours, we've got a couple of cottages that we're going to see, which will be nice because I think it would be nice to see like what we could get that's similar to ours,
slightly bigger scale,
almost like leveling up what ours was.
Yeah.
Look at these people watching us vlog. We could. I want to see like what we could get for that. We wanted to have a look and see what we could get further afield again. So like maybe if we actually spread our like search distance to like a bit further to see kind of what size of property we could get, or what, because I know the house prices are so inflated, and even though they've come down slightly, they are still quite high. Honestly, around kind of Bath, Bristol, that kind of area, it is crazy expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Like, we were looking at an apartment that we really liked, just like it was like a one-bed apartment with like not a garden and stuff. It was like 600 grand. Yeah, that's like a silly amount of money, and I don't understand how people, how you can expect to charge something like that. So I'd be really interested to know, if we look further afield, like what can we get for our money, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's about,
which will be good.
Oh, who said should we get? I think as well, like, it sounds like we're trying to get a really big house, but I think neither of us particularly love the like house buying process.
Yeah, no,
I would like to get something that has like more longevity, like that if we want to have kids or have to host more family events and things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got a house that can like grow with us, rather than like in like 2-3 years time we think we're having kids and again we're like, oh, we need to move again.
Yeah, I also want to put it out there, like kind of on that note, I feel like we were saying this the other day, weren't we? Like, we're not the type of people that would ever want to live beyond our means.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I would never, if for some reason like work for both of us was like really going well and we could afford in 2 years a much bigger house, if we didn't need it, I would never want to move. It's kind of like now.
It's been a really worried face.
Yeah, it's kind of like now, if we want to have children, which we definitely want to think about.
Yeah.
I've said this before, it's us, dogs, if we potentially wanted to adopt like 2 children, because that's quite common that you adopt like a pair of siblings, or if we were in a position where we were able to do that, we couldn't fit. We could, I know that's a really privileged thing to say, but it would be a big squeeze. So it would be nice to kind of get something now that we can stick in and like make our family home.
Yeah.
Obviously if circumstances change, but at the same time we don't want to like get something that's way more than we can afford to manage and to make homely. Exactly. I think it's very easy to get carried away and think like, let's just get the biggest thing we can in, I don't know. So yeah, we will see.
We shall.
It's very exciting. Anyway, sorry, that was a really, really long, chatty start to the vlog. That's probably about half an hour of us just chatting. But
I feel like we always, whenever I'm on here, we've always had a drink the night before, and you are then just quite chatty.
Yeah, we went out with friends last night, which was really fun, and we had like cocktails and tapas and stuff. Well, you didn't actually have tapas, but me and other people did. And
I had other food.
Mikey just had a main meal. Classic bloke.
Sorry to all the blokes out there that you've just offended. But I am a bloke.
Literally the further in your
Super Bowl's on later.
In your gingham cardigan. The only reason you want to watch it is because Rihanna's in it.
Yeah, because she's so fit.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I think I mean, let me know if you don't enjoy it, but I quite like, because I'm normally on my own vlogging, it's normally very like intentional what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sort this out, I'm gonna do this shopping stuff, I'm gonna talk about design. So it's nice just to like chat about life with you guys, and hopefully you don't find Mikey too boring. We are in the car, we're actually only like 10-15 minutes away. We're going to HomeSense, who I'm actually working with, excitingly, on Instagram. So I'm going to pick up some stuff for that. You guys will know if you've watched my channel before, I'm like a big lover of HomeSense. We've shopped with them for years, haven't we? Like, you can get some really good stuff. Yeah, or before that, we used to go and get like presents for each other and stuff when we were first at uni. We used to go and get stuff for our hauls. But yeah, I'm very, very grateful to be working with them. I'm basically hosting a dinner party in a couple of weeks' time, so I thought it would be really nice if I showed you guys like how I'll be making a like charcuterie board table, so I'm going to try and pick up some new boards. I've already got some tableware from HomeSense, which is good, so I'm going to try and pick up a few more bits. And I don't know, this is nothing to do with working with them, that's just on Instagram, but did you know they started selling like proper, like really nice Soho Home stuff?
Oh, I have seen, there's a girl on TikTok who is like Liverpudlian.
Yeah.
And she, like her TikTok is about TK Maxx and HomeSense basically,
Right.
and she's like, oh my god, I've just found these. So I always
They do like the
she does, like,
candles, they
stuff,
do
yeah.
chairs, they do dining
stuff,
table,
yeah.
they do like proper stuff, which is really cool. So I'm gonna, not that I'm gonna buy any of that stuff, but when we move, well, maybe a candle, but when we move, it's really good to know that you can go and get those things that, like, because again, when they're from those kind of brands, you know they'll always work. They're quite timeless, a lot of their pieces for their style. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if it's like last season and reduced. It's you can get
things like that.
a really good deal. So yeah, we're going there. We're also going to have a little look at some kitchens, which I know. Are we still going to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I know that again is quite early, but well, maybe not by the time you're watching this. We might have found somewhere in Oxford.
Moved in.
We might be in. Next vlog is my moving vlog, guys, so subscribe, updates. Yeah, so we actually are going to go and have a look. There's like a big kitchen shop, and even though we might not get a kitchen from there, I'm not sure where we will. Depends on kind of what the kitchen looks like and needs. In our kitchen now, we needed like bespoke cabinetry because it was such an awkward shape. But if we get a different kitchen, so yeah, we're going to have a look, because I know some of them have new timber ranges out, so have a mooch there, and then we're going out for Sunday lunch.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. Right, I'm gonna stop this because we've been filming for 20 minutes, but yeah, I will show you guys what I picked up and speak soon. Bye. Okay, guys, so it's now the next day. We've had a really, really busy start to the week, haven't we, Mikey?
We have.
We've had a bit of a manic day with things going on around the house, trying to get stuff sorted out. We were supposed to have estate agents coming tomorrow to measure up and do some extra photos, like the wider shots, but they've had to reschedule, which is fine because I have quite a lot of work on right now anyway. But I wanted to show you the HomeSense pieces that I got. I've actually used most of it, so I can't, and I've taken all the labels off, but I spent about 150 quid. I got these plates, there's food on them because we used them for dinner, but they have a really nice like detail on them. I wanted something with a bit of a floral touch. I also got this platter, which is like a blue, it's obviously got food on, but it's like a blue platter. We had like a nice picky kind of tea, picky tea, is that right?
Yeah,
for dinner. I got two of these, one was in the dishwasher, but these little like brown small bowls. A couple more of those, so another plate and then a dish as well. And then I got this plate, which I really like. It's like a grey colour with some like, what would you call that? Like beading detail around the outside.
Yeah.
That one was $4.99, so a really good price, obviously. We also got another Sophie Comran dish, which I've actually already got on the shelf here, but it goes with everything else in the range. I'm not sure it will live there because it's obviously a bit big, but whenever I see something from that collection, I just can't resist picking it up because it is quite expensive, isn't it, that stuff? It's not like overpriced, but how much was that? About £30?
Yeah, and I think it's meant to be like 60.
Yeah, and they still do sell it in John Lewis and stuff, so a good find. And those are really good for serving, especially in the summer and stuff, and also they can go in the oven to the table, which I really like. I've got quite a few other things as well. So got these tea towels. So these were obviously HomeSense, $6.99. There's 3 in there. There's 2 gingham, and then there's one that's like just plain white check. But these are the Zara ones, so they literally are identical, like actually identical, and I think they were kind of a similar price for 2, but I mean, if you can get them in HomeSense when you're there, then you may as well. Yeah, so there were a few other bits as well. I got some candles, I got a couple of other like serving dishes. Oh, I got this cake stand, which I thought was really cute for like Easter, Mother's Day. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow, so for that as well. And then I've also just received another big order from Fox and Bow. You want to say hi to the vlog, Mikey?
Hi.
Oh, you've already been in this vlog. It's the same one as the other day.
Oh, right. So, to keep me limited to one video.
So yeah, received a big package from Fox and Bow. So if you have been following me for a little while, you may remember that I've actually done a couple of different orders from them, and yeah, a couple of unboxings, but their new spring collection has come out, so they very kindly sent me some of the pieces of the collection, so I'm looking forward to seeing them, which is exciting. I'm going to try and save them all like in the box so that I can record a little TikTok with them as well, but I'm hoping to maybe style some of them in the house tomorrow if I have time. Toby, thank you so much for collaborating. We absolutely love working with you and seeing our pieces in your beautiful home. We hope you enjoy styling some of them from our new spring collection. Love, Sophie and Polly. That's so nice. So just for some backstory on Sophie and Polly, like how cute. We've attached it to a little bag, which smells really good. Smell that. Nice. Myrrh and tonka.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like Joe Malone.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that smells like a perfume.
So nice. Oh, that's cute. They're little wax melts. Can use them on the...
Oh yeah, on the diffuser.
So cute. Soy and coconut. Not focus. Look, beauty blogger vibes. No, not focusing, but... Tonka and myrrh, soy and coconut wax melt. That's so nice, in like a little bag as well, so that's really cute. Well, that's cool.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So, I will link everything down in the description box below, but this is a stand that you could use for loads of things. You could use it in a kitchen on the side with like your crock pot. Is it called a crock pot? Would you call it a crock pot?
What's a crock pot?
Like a crockery pot, like a crock.
I don't know, that sounds like something different.
Yeah, what is that?
That sounds like more something you'd make like a stew in.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I can't think. There's something you might put like your utensils on, even like your salt and pepper mills or a candle or something, so that it stops the sides from burning. So yeah, I really love that. I thought it could be nice, Mikey, with like some plants on.
Oh yeah.
Feel it? It's like really solid.
Ooh.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, it is solid.
Nice, isn't it?
Really nice.
Do you like that?
Yeah, that's so cute. Wherefore?
I didn't, maybe like on the side there.
Yeah, that's really
or
cute.
Or there. Don't know. Yeah, I thought it was cute.
Because it's got little things on the bottom. What, to stop it like ruining the sides?
Yeah, nice. Piece number 2, I love that everything from them. So they use these packing peanuts, which are completely biodegradable. You can either leave them out in your recycling and they will just go kind of wear down with some water put on them, or you can just put them down your sink, which is what I normally do. And then they package everything in paper and with the paper tape as well. So very, very good on the environment. Oh, that's cute. Really nice vase there. I'm obviously a big lover of any like glazed terracotta vases and pots, and if it's in a neutral colour, I know it will work in any space. So that would be really nice on my bookcases. So I will take some pictures and style those up. I actually may leave all of these pieces in here, and then tomorrow when I'm kind of up and ready, I will style the house and kind of put all of these pieces around and show you how they're looking before I sort of take some photos and stuff with them. Oh, I love this. That's so nice. How nice is that with the scalloped edge as well? And this was a really reasonable price, so yeah, I'll leave it linked down below. But it's a really subtle kind of sage and grey beige colour, like a really nice neutral. Either just as a standalone piece. I think this would also look really good. I've not got, oh yeah I do. as like a holder for a diffuser. That looks really nice, doesn't it? Just like to add a bit more detail to a diffuser, or you could use it for a tea light or a small plant. Loads and loads of options there. Even with like a flower frog and a couple of stems in, I think that could be really, really pretty. So love that piece. And then I think there's just one, oh no, maybe two more pieces. So lovely. It's like Christmas. I always say that, guys. I know you know how often I say that, but just feel like that. Ah, can't go wrong. A very nice simple candle holder, which, I mean, I know I have a lot of candle holders, but as far as I'm concerned, you can't have enough. You need to have them for different reasons and seasons. And yeah, as I said with the vase, you can't really go wrong with a simple white one. So really, really pleased with that. And then we've got best till last. This beautiful throw, which I absolutely loved. I think I really, really love pattern. It's something I've loved adding to our home, but given kind of the style of our property that is an older cottage, I love layering neutrals and textures and just like very simple patterns, and this is exactly that. So you can see it's got really, really lovely stitch detail. It's handmade in India and it's made using recycled fabrics as well. So it's a win in every sense, and it's a really, I don't know if you can see how warm that colour is because I've got the lights on because it is currently 8:30. So yeah, I really, really love that and can't wait to get it out in the cottage. So I'm going to pack all of this stuff up, but I think we're going to actually have a hot chocolate now. Do you fancy that, Mikey? I think we're going to have a hot chocolate and then just chill. I've got quite a bit of work to carry on with, annoyingly. I feel like I'm working a lot at the moment, but I'm very, very glad to be working a lot. So I have got some updates work-wise that I really, really want to tell you guys about. Working on some really, really exciting things. And yeah, one like quite big piece of news and like step forward for me in terms of my career. Also, this week, Stormy is getting a haircut, which she is literally in desperate need of. She's very, very long, fluffy, matted, just, yeah, a mucky little girl. And also, I'm getting a haircut on the same day, so I haven't had a haircut now. Look, I'll show you. Whoa. I mean, it's not that long. Oh, that's quite long, actually. Look. Some of those hairs. Whoa, I'm like Jedward. Yeah, I haven't had a haircut since before Christmas now, so yeah, I really need just a bit of a tidy up. I am still gonna grow it, so I'm just gonna have the back and sides kind of trimmed a little bit and then keep growing it, and yeah, just see what I wanna do with it in a few months. But anyway, I'm gonna stop chatting and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Okay, so I think it's now been about 3 weeks since we last caught up with this video. I kind of left things, I think, when I was unboxing the Fox and Bow.
Right, that? Yes, yeah,
a while ago. And
is that a different vlog, that one?
Same vlog.
Same vlog, right.
Just, this is just future. I know someone actually mentioned before that my vlog was a bit all over the place, but it will be whilst we're kind of doing viewings and different house things, because I want to keep everything like as real, almost just for us as well, to look back on and be like, oh, we were deciding different things. So we've had
sense to group
like house
viewings and torn video rather than having like loads of like, and now this and now this.
Exactly. So yeah, that was 3 weeks ago. So yeah, we've naturally had quite a lot of updates in that time, haven't we? So yes. I thought it makes sense to quickly come on and tell you a bit about what's going on, and we've now kind of decided exactly, well, I don't know. Why don't you go? You say.
What do you mean I say?
I feel like I always talk. I know it's more
your vlog.
Yeah, but you're a hit. Like,
I'm a prop.
Guys, let me know if you would like Mikey to talk more on my channel.
I feel like I have started talking more on your channel.
Yeah, he was mute a few months ago, wasn't he?
I feel like you're more used to being in front of the camera, and it's kind of like Chandler, like the camera comes out and I'm like...
Okay, I'll start and then you chime in.
Yeah.
So, 3 weeks ago, as you will have heard all of our conversations, I'm really sorry about how long this vlog has been. We were undecided on location and we were kind of still thinking about our priorities. We've now done about 20 house viewings.
Oh my god, is it that many?
Yeah, I think around like 18, 19.
Yeah.
And we've narrowed down exactly the area that we want to live.
Yes.
Which is exciting.
Yeah, that's really
and we
exciting.
both feel really excited. Well, I know I do. You actually probably were more excited.
I was more excited, yeah.
I
feel like it's been really difficult being like unsure of where we're going to move, and then you can look at like Rightmove and be like, have like a 40-mile radius, and then you see like things that are in the centre or things that are in the outskirts, and you might be like, oh, we can get this big house, or we can get this flat, or we can get, and it's it's too much.
There's almost
decision,
too much
like,
choice.
Kind of like when you go to the supermarket and there's just like too much choice, and you're like,
do I want cornflakes? Do I want Rice Krispies?
Yeah.
Do I want wheat crunch?
Exactly. Like, it kind of felt like really difficult because you can't compare anything.
Nothing's
because
like
it's,
for like.
nothing's comparable because it's all completely different. So
yeah.
now
so just to give an overview, we've seen cottages, we've seen apartments, we've seen detached houses in the middle of nowhere, we've seen tiny like 1-bed houses in the city centre, we've seen kind of somewhere in between, we've seen houses in 4 different cities.
Yeah.
So lots of different things, and we've narrowed down exactly the area we want to be, which is exciting, and we feel really confident with it.
Yeah, I think so.
We've actually just today gotten back from viewings. So it's currently Saturday the 4th of March, so very up to date because I'm thinking...
Very up to date because it's today.
No, I mean very up to date for you watching because this will be uploaded tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, obviously it's up to date because we're
feeling like this now. Yeah, I'm going to plan on editing this vlog this evening, so hopefully you'll see a very up-to-date kind of snippet of what's going on. But we've also, things have been progressing with our house, which I don't want to like touch wood, everything's fine, but I don't like jinxing things.
We're such warriors.
Yeah, and trying to be really chilled about it, but yeah, in an exciting position that we have second viewings booked.
Yes.
For this week as well, so on some of the ones we saw today, so that's really exciting, and we will be, if everything goes to plan, I know I say all these different things and then some kind of spanner goes in the works, but as of right now,
yeah,
our plan is to relocate, so away from Bath.
Yes.
So
not that far.
Not crazy far, but a new...
It's funny because I feel like relocate sounds like...
Scary.
So intense. Like, it is relocating, but it's not like...
Not like uprooting our whole life.
It's like we're still... Yeah. Within a vicinity, I guess, of where we live, but it's just like our local
surroundings.
City would be completely different.
Yeah. And also we have decided that we think we're going to go for another small house, which is nice. Not that our house is tiny now, and I know that it's very subjective, but we are going to choose something selfishly for us, and we've been having a lot of conversations about children and about what we need and where we want to be, and you guys will really... Oh, sorry guys. Here he is. Ziggy starts and then Stormy
just barks because she's like, yay barking.
She just wants to join in. So I just basically was saying thank you for commenting and messaging about what to prioritise when looking. It was so helpful, and we were already kind of thinking of like writing a list, but someone mentioned writing a list and kind of setting your priorities, which we did, and location and convenience kind of came out on top.
Yeah.
And for us that means, obviously this is a priority for a lot of people, but having somewhere that we feel really safe and comfortable, that we also have access to things easily, like nice restaurants, shops, cafes, that we can have a really nice life. And we had a long conversation about children, and we don't think that's gonna happen, which might sorry, I stopped a sentence early there. We don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
Which it might not. We're not sure what's going to happen basically, and excuse me. We had quite a profound conversation, I'd say, about making decisions based on the our current selves rather than who we might be in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And we want something that like creatively is quite challenging, and then we might need to fit in different things in smaller spaces, but like there's a lot of enjoyment in that, and we've made this house perfect for us, and there's no reason we can't do that in an area that we love, that has convenience, but is a different style.
I think it is just completely emotional though. Like, it's really easy to, once you found something that you emotionally like, to then talk logically about why you picked it. Like, but I feel like we just went to the place, felt it, like not even the house, just the location, like it's just a feeling, like it could have been in the middle of nowhere and we could have been like, oh, this is it, or like,
exactly.
I think it was really useful to see loads of different places, and you just
when you
know, and
and we've been to a few viewings in this same location now for a couple of weeks, and
just gets like stronger every time. I think you're like, I really like it,
almost where you don't want to leave. And we had food there today, and it's really exciting, and I think just looking forward to it. We're looking forward to life, which is the main thing, and I think when you leave feeling really excited, and I almost felt a bit emotional when we went to one today, didn't I? Like, it felt homely, even though it might not be what you guys would expect, or even we would have expected from ourselves.
Really,
it's exciting.
Well, it might not even work out that is the one, but I think we are definitely set on a location now.
Yeah, and I will update you when we have kind of more solid news and what's going on, but for now things are progressing, we're seeing more, and I'll leave it at that, and we'll kind of try and update you hopefully in like a month or two when we're deeper into the process, maybe, touch wood, nearer to moving. So we're so superstitious.
I can't touch it.
But I will leave the vlog there, and thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.